Sup y'all, it's me, it's your boy Asmongold, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to beat all the tiny terrors of Tanaan Jungle with just 3 battle pets. And so we're going to be using 1 battle pet team, and it's going to be beating every single one. It's going to be no problem. Y'all probably wonder, no, why would I even want to do this? Okay, for a lot of you guys, probably don't. But if you do, you get these Fell Touch pet supplies. You're going to have 1 of 4 things in it. It has gold too. Gives you pet charms. How about that? Also, on top of that, it gives you battle pet bandages. Okay, nobody gives a fuck about those. And then, all right, you guys know like the rocks that you throw at your pet and somehow it makes your pet go up a level? I don't really know how that works, but maybe you do. Well, anyway, these Fell Touch battle stones, they're Fell Touch, and so they're going to make your pet go up 5 levels instead of 1. So you might want to get those. Also, on top of that, you can get some pets. That's pretty cool, but the pet's probably going to go down in value after the first week. And so if y'all are going to be doing this, make sure you do it on the first week. Okay, here's our team here. We got Zandalari Anklebiter, Chrominius, and the Anubisath Idol. I mean, you guys know, you watch my other videos, this is the usual suspects. And so, look, listen, when I rename my Zandalari Anklebiter to Vicious Beast, okay, it's not like an opinion. It's not like my, I guess, like my idea, okay? This is a fact, okay? He's going to take this team and he's going to take it on his little back, on his tiny little nubby legs, and he's going to carry them to victory. I'm going to show you guys exactly how it happens. Now, the first one here is Felfly. What you're going to do, okay, listen, what you're going to do is you go in there, all right, and they do that every time, that Fel corruption thing, it's just what's going to happen. Apply Bleakclaw, okay, then listen, you want to go ahead and you want to use Hunting Party. Hunting Party makes basically it's like a I don't know. I mean, you guys know what it is, right? It just deals damage a bunch of times, right? And so look at this. It gets Zandalari Anklebiter under 50%, literally activating beast mode, okay? And then he's going to be doing even more damage, all right? And so he's already doing 100% more damage, 130 extra damage, and he's doing 50% bonus damage. I mean, as I said, this is a vicious beast, all right? And so he dies. Okay, that's how it goes. Now, whenever he actually casts Fel Corruption, it applies a buff on all of the different targets, or sorry, the other 2 pets that are on the Felfly's team, or whatever the tiny Tanaan, or tiny terror of Tanaan Jungle is, whichever one you're fighting. It gives them a buff that lasts for 10 turns, and it makes them deal 50% more damage and take 50% less damage. Basically makes them elite, I guess. And so this is very easy to deal with, honestly. I wouldn't really worry about it too much, especially with this team. Now, I am using the Sprite Darter Hatchling. If I was using Chrominius, it would be even easier. I hadn't really perfected like what my team was going to be, and so I wasn't really sure what I was going to use. But anyway, you guys kind of get the idea here. And honestly, I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I'm just going to be pretty much redoing the same thing over and over and over and over. And at a certain point, like, I'm just going to cut ahead and show you guys that it worked, right? Because I don't want to waste everybody's time, but I also kind of want to show a good amount of it, at least myself killing the actual tiny terror of Tanaan Jungle. But after that, it's just the Anubisath Idol just beating them down. It's going to be no problem. Now, the Tainted Mudclaw, excuse me, is actually probably the hardest one here. And the reason for that is because he reduces damage per attack. And so Hunting Party is going to be significantly less effective, but don't worry, it's still going to work. So you go ahead and you use Primal Cry as your first attack, then you go ahead and you apply Bleakclaw, and then look at this. See, it's like it thinks it matters. Look at it, he's still going in. He's still going in. Anklebiter's still going in on him. It's going to be no problem. Okay, so now Beast Mode is activated. Boom, Primal Cry. Look at that, 400 damage. That's ridiculous, okay? All right, Anklebiter's dead. That's how it goes, all right? Don't worry about it. And so what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be bringing in Chrominius, which is actually, I did the fly first, and then I couldn't beat it with the other one, and so I actually had to use Chrominius for my main team here, which is why he's actually in the main team. But anyway, so you go ahead and you apply Howl to Tainted Mudclaw, and then, I mean, like, y'all seen me do that like 100 times, right, if you watch pet battle videos. And so that's really all it takes. And at this point, like, after you kill him, as long as your Anubisath Idol is alive without taking too much damage, like he's above like half health, you're going to be pretty much good to go. He's very good at mitigating damage, especially multi-attacks like that. And honestly, see, look, I finished that fight and I still had more than enough health, and like my deflection was up. It was no big deal. It's really just surviving through those 10 turns, and each time they cast that Fel Corruption thing, it refreshes the 10 turns, and so it's really not that hard to do. And I'm going to have, like, I guess I'm going to say this right now before I really get into this too much, I'm going to have like things in the video description that tells you guys exactly where to go if you just want to fight a specific one, but I guess it's a little bit too late to say that. I'll probably put that in the beginning of the video, but if you haven't figured that out already, it's going to be in the video description which one you want to go to. Mirecroak, okay, so you go ahead and apply Primal Cry. It's not really that big of a deal. I would honestly, like, if I could go back in time, I would probably apply Bleakclaw first and then Primal Cry, just to do more damage, but y'all about to see it doesn't even matter. Look, so Beast Mode activated. See, he's already doing over 100 damage, okay? Y'all about to watch, like, right here, watch. He's going boom, 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 boom. Look at that. What? There's the last one. Boom, dead, dead. No problem. Zandalari Anklebiter, like, as I said, he has this team on his little nubby little legs, carrying this team on his back. There's no problem. And honestly, like, the other two pets are really important. Anklebiter is basically like a suicide pet. It takes out the actual elite pet, the legendary pet, and then the Anubisath Idol and Chrominius. Yeah, Chrominius either finishes the job, or then you just bring in a Anubisath Idol. Usually, you don't even need to bring in like one of the three. You can do it with just two of them. Honestly, it's real easy. This is a corrupted Thundertail. And I mean, like, this is just like business as usual. Like, I'm just gonna be repeating the same thing. It's funny. I was trying to think, like, how should I do this video, because I wanted to show you guys every single fight, right? Because I didn't want to be like, okay, you just do this, because then somebody's like, oh, it didn't work for me. Well, then if I have it in the video, will it work for me? So what's up, right? And so I wanted to show you guys every fight. But I mean, if you're all gonna watch this, beginning to end, it's probably gonna get a little bit repetitive. And I'm sorry about that, but it's the same strat. Again, you do not mess with success, right? And so look at that. He almost got me. Almost don't count. Almost don't count. Look at that Primal Cry. Look at that. This is wild. As I said, vicious beast. Okay, and I actually encourage everybody to rename their Zandalari Anklebiter to Vicious Beast, because it's very important in all caps, even though it doesn't matter. Went to McDonald's earlier, and KFC. Fucking delicious. Anyway, so again, you bring in the Anubisath Idol, and he's really going to finish the job. Now, sometimes the pets in the backline are going to be rare, and so it's going to be a little bit harder for you to do, and like, maybe it might not work every single time. Like, there are chances, like, for me to say that it will never not work is probably, this is like a 95% success chance, but it's not 100. Like, nothing can ever really be 100, but this is probably as close as you're going to get. And if you kill all these little things, you don't really get anything. It's all for an achievement. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at the Dreadwalker, which by the end of this fight here is going to be the Deadwalker, right? And so anyway, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, activate Primal Cry, do the thing. What's the thing called? Bleakclaw, and then do the big thing. All right, and no, I mean, like, if this see, this thing almost killed me, right? And so sometimes you get an unlucky crit and you just die, right? That's how it goes. It just happens like that. I mean, like, as I said, this is not going to work every single time. Like, right there, he's dead, right? Okay, not a big deal. But luckily, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Chrominius, and he's just going to finish the job. No, I wasn't really sure why this thing didn't come down and kill me, but even if it did kill Chrominius, I guess after this turn, it wouldn't have really mattered, because after, like, the first one, after, like, the actual legendary pet is dead, I'm pretty sure the Anubisath Idol can solo them, like, pretty much the other two pets, regardless of really what they are. And at this point, like, see, look, like, Anubisath Idol, like, not even, like, look, his health didn't even go. That's a joke, right? It's a joke. Like, I mean, he's like, he does this, he eats these things he eats rats and birds for breakfast, all right? Probably not, but anyway, the next one is Vile Blood of Draenor, and this is another one that's really, really nice to have, the Anklebiter, because these are multi-strike attacks with, like, Hunting Party, and so because magic pets can only take 35% of their health in one hit, well, the thing is, like, he's getting hit 3 times. Isn't that convenient, right? So he's going to be taking a whole lot more of that. Now, honestly, this pet, like, there are some chances, I think, like, he almost killed me. No, maybe it was another one. Well, anyway, like, some of these, like, can come pretty close to killing you. I think, like, right here got me to, like, 1 health. No, he just killed me. Never mind, I don't quite remember. And, like, also another thing is, if he kills you at this last turn, it's not really going to matter, because you're still going to have the weakened armor and also the Bleakclaw up. And so it's just going to be, like, 1 hit that's going to kill him, right? It's not even going to be a big deal. So, like, this is probably going to hit him for, like, 500, 600 damage. Yeah, 585 damage was pretty close in between there. And so at this point, it's just, again, mix, rinse. Now, I was about to say mix and match, but I mean, you're not really going to be mixing and matching. Like, sometimes you can bring in Chrominius to do, like, Howl of Terror, and then the Big Bomb, because usually they'll just one-shot one of them, even if they have the buff up. But honestly, I just had a Anubisath Idol go in here and just start just punching the shit out of him. And like, let's see, what's the end of this fight? So he's a little bit low, but again, I got Chrominius in the back line, and so even if things go bad, which they didn't, take a look at that, I just won. But even if things did go bad, I'd be able to bring in Chrominius and just finish the job, no problem. Okay, and so again, that's the Vile Blood of Draenor. God, there's a lot of these. Oh my God. These are like really not that hard to do. I thought they were a lot harder until I like really started doing some research. It's like, what should I do? What should I not do? And this is like honestly not really that hard to do. And I would recommend anybody that really wants to get into pet battles probably want to do this just to level up your pets and also get some of that other stuff to help you, I guess, like get ahead and whatever else. So again, activate Primal Cry, activate, oh, that happened. I thought I cut that out of the video. Which the second, guys. I thought didn't I cut this out of the video? Yeah, I cut this out of the video. Look, guys, and I honestly, I'm 10 minutes into this, and so I'm not even going to edit this out. Listen, as I said, 95% chance of working. It does not have a 100% chance of working. I remember watching that while I was editing this, because I like narrate these after I edit them. I was like, man, I've really got to edit that out. I'm gonna feel like an idiot if that happens in a video, because it's happened before. It just happened again. And so again, guys, like the planets can align to create an intergalactic dildo that fucks you in the ass, but it doesn't always happen. And with this team, it usually won't happen. And that's really kind of the best we can hope for, right? And so again, Direflame, pretty much dead. Ankle render, and honestly, like with that other time, like that I lost a second ago, I died. I probably could have finished it with a Chrominius. It's just I wanted to have it clean to show you guys so it looked good on the video. And so anyway, I'm probably going to bring in Chrominius here. And this is really funny here. I did the bite. Like, look how much damage this bite does. I do remember this. And look at that. It has 148 health. It does 148 damage. Isn't that convenient? Because that's exactly how much health it had. Because if it did less damage, then he'd still be alive. You guys see what I mean? And so anyway, after that, are pretty much just going to be doing, again, like the same thing, same as always, not really a big deal. And Chrominius did end up dying, but Anubisath Idol didn't, which is, again, why he's on the team. And there it is. He's dead. And so that's Direflame. And, if it isn't obvious already, I've got the things on the screen for where they are on the map. I figured I'd add that in for, what's that called? Production quality. And another element of production quality, I guess, would be editing out. Like, things aren't supposed to be in the video, but hey. So anyway, Dark Gazer. This one's really, really hard to do. And so what you want to do, like with other strategies, this is very easy if you do it like this. You activate Primal Cry, and he's going to do like this thing. He's going to like headbutt you and interrupt your turn if he's faster than you. Well, funny thing is, because you just slowed down his speed, he's not faster than you anymore. Isn't that convenient? Right, and so after that, go ahead and apply Bleakclaw, and then again, just go ahead and use the, the hunting party, little baby raptors. Again, it's like a little army of them, and then finish the job with Primal Cry, and it's also doing damage to the pets in the back line, and it didn't even give them a chance to reapply the Fel Corruption, and so it's only got 6 turns left on it, and this is going to be no problem. Like, I don't remember why this took so long, but I had to attack this thing like 3 times in order for it to kill me. It was really annoying. And so, like, realistically, like, the pet's going to die, like, really quick anyway. And so I wouldn't really stress out too much about trying to keep them all alive. Just use the ankle render until it dies, and then you're going to be good to go. There's only one of these battles that you're going to need to use any pet besides really the ankle render at the start. I think, I'm just, like, thinking about it. And here's Skrillix, and I think that he's actually a mix between a scary monster and nice sprites, but, I'm just trying to be a hipster there. Anyway, so Skrillix, again, you just go ahead and just do the same thing that we've been talking about doing for, 13 minutes and 30 seconds, okay? Activate Primal Cry. You go, oh, he does that. See, I didn't expect that to happen. I was actually kind of upset about that. But anyway, so what we do here is we just do the same thing again. And it's like, honestly, what I should have done there is I should have activated, actually, like, honestly, I pretty much did the same. I probably would have done the same thing. And just wait for the dodge thing to go away, and just business as usual. Now, this came really, really close to killing me, and so again, sometimes it might not work out, but, for me it did, and I got that crit. Even if I didn't get the crit, it was not really a make it or break it. And also, both of these pets here, if you didn't notice, like, both of these pets are blue, and so they're rare quality, and so they have more health and damage, and I was still able to do this without really too much trouble, and so don't really worry about it. Anubisath Idol's got it taken care of, and even taking that hit, watch, he's going to take this hit like a fucking champ. Does he care? No, he doesn't care. He just doesn't. He does what he wants. Okay, he does what he wants, and what he wants to do is he wants to win the game, finish the game off. Okay, or not. I mean, the fight, really, not the game. But I mean, basically, it's the game, right? Because I mean, everybody just plays the game for pet battles, right? Anyway, so the next one is Netherfist. He's like one of the Gronlings. Looks pretty cool. He's actually going to be with the Gladiator mounts, except for this little tiny one. So maybe he could be a Gladiator mount for Anubisath Idol because he really is a Gladiator. Anyway, so we just do the same thing again. Now this, I think he has like that thing. It's like Haymaker. And if he misses the attack, I think it like stuns him, and he hit me with every single one of them, and so that was kind of inconvenient for me. But it's just kind of the way it goes, and so this could have been a lot easier for me, but it wasn't. Again, you just reapply all the buffs, and he's going to be dead. And one thing that's good is if he kills your pet, it doesn't really matter because you can just bring in the other pet and finish the job with him because he's got both of the debuffs still applied to him. And so he's still taking 100% extra damage. He's still taking 130 extra damage from the, what do you call it? From Bleakclaw, and so it's really not a big deal. Anubisath Idol again, not even half health, taking that bird to task, okay? Taking that bird to task, all right? It's like, I actually can't think of anything funny. Anyway, so the next one is Defiled Earth. This is actually all the way back in the Dark Portal. Confused me for the longest time. Couldn't figure it out where he was. Anyway, go ahead and just activate Primal Cry. Actually allow you to go first. Now, he has an attack that's going to do more damage to a beast. And so that's kind of not too good. But what is good there is he already took you under 50% health, activated beast mode. And so now you're doing more damage. And so it's actually like not really that bad of a thing. And so look at that 365, like times 3. What's that? Like probably over 1,000. Okay, so it's a lot. And then on top of that, finish the job with the little roar. And it's also going to be doing damage to the backline pets. And it did not give him a chance to reactivate the Fel Corruption. And so this fight's going to be significantly easier. The fights where they're not really able to reactivate the Fel Corruption for a second time because Fel Corruption deals damage to your backline pets too, and it also empowers their backline pets. And so it's like it's like a lose-lose situation for you where like you lose twice. And those are the worst, by the way. And this one kind of came close, except for the fact that I had Chrominius, like, anyway. And so, pretty much, again, I didn't even need to use 2 pets for that, or 3 pets for that, I just need to use 2. And that's honestly, like, the case for a lot of these. Like, you don't really even need to use all 3 of them. You can pretty much do it with 2, just the Ankle Render and the Anubisath Idol. But I added Chrominius in just to make sure, because there are some of them that Chrominius is very useful for. Now, Felfly and Sentry, now this guy is kind of a pain in the ass to get to because there's elites all over him. And so you want to be very, very careful, okay? And so again, also because he's a mechanical, it can be also pretty annoying to do. And just because he resurrects himself, and it's like not really, I guess like you're like the Ankle Render is like programmed to do like a certain really amount of damage, and then pretty much just die. And because he resurrects himself, it kind of takes him above that damage threshold, and so you have to bring somebody else in. But he did finish that up. And so it's really not going to be too hard to do, and just need to finish it. And then, yeah, so he's going to reactivate that. And so again, like he wouldn't have had a chance to do that if he wasn't mechanical. And see, he tries some quick shit on me, but it's not going to work. What he's going to try and do is after he goes into his mechanical thing, he's going to go into repair mode. All right, and so you want to make sure that you hit him before he actually before he actually repairs himself, because then you're pretty much going to lose. And so there it is right there. So it's going to heal himself for like 1,000 health. Well, he's not going to do that anymore because he's dead, right? But on a hypothetical, that's what he'd do, and so you probably lose at that point. So you want to make sure he doesn't heal himself, and then, again, this is just going to be it. It's just pretty much done. I just use Chrominius, honestly, here. I just have him, like, blow himself up, basically, because it's faster, and, then they just kill Chrominius. That's how it goes. Anyway, again, Anubisath Idol. The maggots are kind of annoying to deal with the Anubisath Idol because they deal extra damage to him, and they also heal for the damage they deal, but it's really not too big of a deal. Cursed Spirit. Now, this is a ghost. Okay, like, actually, you guys probably figured that out by now. Anyway, he's going to do the same thing that every single one of the other ones do, and then you do the same thing you've been doing for how long has it been? 18 minutes. Activate Primal Cry. Go ahead and do, Bleakclaw, and that got me really low. Like, I was a little bit upset about this, and things could have gone a lot better for me in this one. But he stunned himself whenever he hit me with that. I guess like he hits you, it does a lot of damage, but it stuns you. And I also got kind of lucky with that, where it only hit me for it got me down to 7 health. But even if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to deal with this either way. And now he's going into his undead mode, and I probably should have gone right now. I think I'm going to pick Chrominius. I should have gone with the Anubisath Idol, and the reason for that is so I could put Deflection up and block the attack. But I just didn't really think of it. Anyway, and so like look how much damage I take from that. 700 damage is kind of a lot, especially for a pet that's just going to die next turn anyway. And so if I had used the deflection there, nothing would really happen to me. And so again, you know, think like a champion. Think like you're the Zandalari Anklebiter. Okay, that's my best advice to you guys. And anyway, so I got really lucky there. 1 health, 1 health. That's why I wanted to show that clip. But again, Chrominius just finishing the job, and then he dies. Right? He's a real hero. Okay, Anubisath Idol again, finishing the real job. Battle is won, and that was how many more do I have? 2 more. Two or 3 more. Anyway, so the second last one, Bleakclaw, you open up with Chrominius. Surprise! It's a little bit different this time. Guess what you're gonna do? All right. You go ahead and do your bite, okay? And what you're going to be doing here is you're going to be getting low enough to where you can howl and use the Surge of Power and kill him in 1 hit, basically. And so you got to get him a little bit lower, and he's going to go up in the air, you know, because birds like to do that. And so at this point, when he's up in the air, go ahead and cast Howl, because he's going to hit you first, right? And so cast Howl, and then he's going to get the debuff on him. And this is where you just like drop the bomb on him. Like, watch this. Ready, get ready for it. Boom! There it is. Get the fuck out of here. Like 1 hit, and you're dead. 1 hit, and he's dead. Now, I mean, like, you can do it with the ankle render, kind of, but it just makes it a little bit harder. And honestly, like, why would you not want to just do it with Chrominius? Because, I mean, honestly, it's just awesome one-shotting, like, a boss pet, right? Like, I don't know, for me, I think it's pretty cool. And Chrominius actually, pretty much sold the whole team. He died in the process, but again, he's a hero, and so, you know, it's kind of what has to happen. Last one here is the Chaos Pup. He's actually in a cave, so, be aware of that. It's got some real assholes around him too, and so be aware of them. But honestly, this guy's kind of real easy to deal with, and he also has beast mode too. But if I remember correctly, it's not really going to matter because you're just going to kill him, right? So it's not, yeah, right. So anyway, again, just go ahead and do Primal Cry, and this is going to allow you to attack first, which makes things a lot easier. And he also applies the same buff to you, but you're going to show him that that doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. Like, you're going to show him how to actually play this game. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. So who's the superior beast? Zandalari Anklebiter. All right. And so again, just go ahead and do the same thing you've been doing for the, like, what is this, past 21 minutes. This keeps going on. And just pretty much finish him off. And again, like, some of these like backline pets can change, but realistically, it's all really the same thing. With like this team of 3 pets, you should be able to fight any different combination of backline pets. And there it is. There's the achievement. Too bad, well, I mean, this is on PTR, right? So it doesn't even really matter. If anything changes between like PTR and now, I'll just make a new video. It's not a big deal. But I don't really think there will be. So I took a celebratory drowning myself in this video. But anyway, guys, Zandalari Anklebiter, Chrominius, and the Anubisath Idol, guys. That is how you do it. That's how you beat all of the tiny tiers in Tanaan Jungle with just those 3 pets. It's going to take you all the way you need to go. So that's pretty much all I got. Thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe.